Hare Krishna. So, welcome to all of you on auspicious Deepavali day. Considering we are today celebrating Govardhana festival. What is Govardhana festival? It is on Bali Padami day where Krishna lifted Govardhan hill. Whatever Lord Krishna performs in his Leela, it has many purposes. One, to attract devotees. Second, to provide them education. Third, to make them realize the purpose of life. So Krishna doesn't lift Govardhan hill for just fantasy. He lifts Govardhan hill for a purpose to educate all of us. Very important. Educate all of us. So, what is that education? We will try to discuss today, because today's verses, what we are going to discuss, it is very much connected to the Govardhan Leela of Krishna. So, let us discuss, and while discussing these verses, I will try to see if we can connect the verses of Bhagavad Gita today to the Govardhan Leela pastime of Krishna. Yeah, so that we are able to understand with a certain relevance, and also will be able to introspect and and actually understand the purpose of these festivals. So although throughout the world our festivals are celebrated as festival of light, but for India it is all personal. Lord's relationship is always personal. Yeah, especially Krishna's relationship with all the devotees is very personal and educational. Krishna beats and Krishna also embraces, giving butter as well. Yeah, so both Krishna does, but whenever Lord Krishna does, whether he is beating or embracing, this is for a certain purpose. So what is that purpose? Very important for us to understand. So what did we learn last week? Let me just recap. Last week we actually finished the discussion with the 22nd verse of 5th chapter. Ehi samsparshaja boga dukkha yonaya evate adi antavantah kaunteya na teshu ramate buddha. Lord Krishna actually told Arjuna, anything you take in this world, if it has a start and an end, please do not spend too much of time trying to enjoy that. Anything which has a start and an end. So what is this verse relationship to the war? If you really look into the perspective of the war itself, Lord Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight, but fight with a different perspective. What was Arjuna's objective to fight? So that he can actually get back the kingdom, he can actually, all the, what should we say, all the difficulties they went through, all embarrassment they went through at the hands of the cousins, they wanted to take a revenge. But not for, although Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight, Arjuna was fighting with this objective of getting the kingdom back, so that his brothers can be happy, Draupadi can be happy, and he wanted to get the kingdom back in front of all his elders, so that they can see and admire the strength of Pandavas. Once Arjuna found out that his relatives are not going to be there, he said, why I had to endeavor almost all these things, sweat to get a kingdom. When I get a kingdom, I cannot celebrate with those and tell them that, see, what is our strength. So that was his mood. But Krishna's mood, Krishna's actually plan of making Arjuna to fight in the battlefield was with a different perspective altogether. What was that perspective? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. When Lord Krishna comes to establish love, because whichever planet you live in, where there is a love, there is definitely demand for that planet. For example, at the end of this life, we are all planning to, we are planning for the next journey. Do you want to go to the planet where there is only conflicts? Some people love to be in problems. You know, solution would be there in our family too. The solution would be there. We can solve the problems easily, leave it aside, leave with the solution. But families are designed in such a way that they don't want the solution. They want to have problems. Every day, problems. List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us now have a round robin conference. Let us discuss problem 1, problem 2, problem 3, problem 4, problem 5. And at the end of the discussion, none of the problems should be solved. Again, we will come together tomorrow, problem 1, problem 2, problem 3. So this kind of attitude, how many of you have seen? Every family, our people mentality is want to create conflicts than solve. He is asking me to come. Why should I come? I get this kind of, you need to be there in person's heart, but, what kind of mood you want to create when a person remembers you is also, everyone creates space, right? How many of you create space in someone else's heart? Everyone creates. But what kind of space we create is also a matter of choice for us. If you want to create a space in someone's heart, who remembers, oh, headache, I have to manage them again. Think them. Kamsa also created a space in Krishna's heart. But what kind of space he created? You get what I mean? So, every one of us creates space in someone's heart, but we need to identify what kind of space we create. I also remember so many, but some I remember, and when I remember them, you get enthusiastic. You get what I mean? And some only give problems. And when I remember them, the only thing is, how can I solve? How can I solve? How can I make them? So this goes on. So our success of life is when we create a determination that I should create a space in someone's heart in a way that they remember me, that blood pressure remains constant, doesn't go up. You get what I mean? But there are certain situations where we can't control. For example, Kamsa, Krishna also created space in the heart of Kamsa. But whenever Kamsa remembered Krishna, his blood pressure went up. So though I'm not saying that kind of, I'm saying in a way that we should try to become what you call Ajata Shastru, right? So, you cannot be Ajata Shastru in this world, or even when Krishna came. Krishna had to go through conflicts. Shamantakamani, you all have, for just one Shamantakamani, how much Krishna had to endeavor, pleasing so many. And all their women gang were there who were eyeing for Shamantakamani. Women don't need a subject for gossiping. But when Shamantakamani is there, gossiping goes up. You get what I mean? So, Krishna had to handle all those things. In that Shamantakamani, he had to marry 2 more. So we need to understand. So we have to see that what kind of solution that can actually create a happiness in my mind that can live eternally. So Arjuna was thinking of war. Krishna was thinking of war. Arjuna's thoughts were only to please their relatives. And when he found relatives are not there, why should I fight? So his motivation factor was very, very low. You get what I mean? He was also motivated to fight. But motivation factor is very much important. Everyone works in this world. But what kind of motivation factor we have when we are working also matters. So what kind of motivation factor we have to work is also matters. I work in Infosys, many also work in Infosys. There are, it's a, I don't want to say it's a software industry, the fish market. So many go today to work in the software industry. So, but what is the motivation factor for you to work is very, very much important. Otherwise, life just goes. You know, there is a say, right? Try it once before you die. How many of you have seen? There are certain advertisements use this. Try it once before you die. Right? So Krishna's objective for Arjuna to fight was on a higher plane. Krishna, that's why Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So yahi samsparshaja bhoga. See, every verses when we read, it has an inspiration for Arjuna to fight. What is the inspiration in this verse? Yahi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. Anything in this world which has a start and which has an end, don't even take enjoyment, pleasure in this. What is that in this? How Krishna wants Arjuna to fight? Krishna is wanting Arjuna to fight which has start and an end, no start and an end. You get what I mean? Arjuna's objective of fighting had a start and an end. What is the end? Kingdom, get the kingdom, make relatives happy, and make Draupadi happy, make brothers happy, all happy. So Krishna said, Yahi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. Because you have an objective which has a start and an end, you need to change an objective. Go to the higher plane of Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drushtva nivartate. Param drushtva nivartate. When we have a higher objectives in our life, nivartate, all our problems get solved. So it is like you have a boil. There are two ways. One to temporarily heal. Otherwise, another one is to find out the root cause and purify your blood. Otherwise, temporarily just giving some injections and just keeping it. And it will come again, the boil will come again, So we need to actually see a permanent solution. Krishna was giving Arjuna a permanent solution. This is in one perspective to the Arjuna, because Arjuna was not a vodka dealer or a whiskey he was having or anything. Arjuna was a dear devotee of Krishna. Everyone was challenging, why Arjuna you picked up for Bhagavad Gita? Krishna said, go and see him when he is sleeping. So few of the devotees went when Arjuna was sleeping. In every breath of Arjuna, only Krishna's word was coming. He was chanting Krishna's name even while he was sleeping. That was the devotion of Arjuna. That's why Krishna chose Arjuna. So Arjuna was not into all these kinds of, habits, right? Arjuna was in a different plane altogether. But it applies to us also. Ehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. Anything you take today, which has a start and an end. Last time I gave an example of Balaji wines. Going to the Balaji wines for increasing your spirit, not devotion, spirit of commotion. Go to and take a two glasses of tequila, and that's it. The voltage goes up. Wow, vibration, right? But it doesn't end. Morning end of a vodka consumer is horrible. Hangover, yeah, good word for the hangover. To deal with that hangover is very, very, very difficult. So this applies to us also in our lifestyle management. Don't get into the hangover. So when Krishna was speaking to Arjuna, this was not in that perspective. Krishna was telling Arjuna in the perspective of the war with that current. But when Krishna speaks, he not only benefits Arjuna, he benefits every one of us. Yeah? This was what we discussed last time. So next verse, 23rd verse. Shaknoti haiva yashodum prak sharira vimokshana kama krodhodbhavam vegam sayukta sasukhi naraha. Before giving up this present body, Krishna is telling Arjuna, before giving up this present body, if one is able to tolerate the urges of the material senses and check the force of desire and anger, he is well situated and he is happy in the world. So Krishna is telling not that you need to achieve, at least try once. You know, there are so many advertisements like Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Try, ek baar try karo. Before you die, try once. Right? They know this. Once you try it, you get hooked onto it. Yeah? Similarly, Krishna is also, you know, all advertisements, all the ideas of advertisements is coming from whom? Krishna only. Krishna, how he is making Arjuna to fight in the battlefield, everyone, each management gurus in this world, every entertainment industries are utilizing the teachings of Bhagavad Gita for their own benefits. So again, we need to understand. Try once is very, very much important. Krishna is giving us an opportunity. Try once. What is the try once? Before giving up with this body, try once. What is the try? Tolerate the urges of material senses. Yahi samsparshaja bhoga. As soon as I had my relatives. As soon as 7 o'clock rings, that means that hand is urging. Eyes are urging for a dark room. And hand is urging for a glass. And the water, they collect the filtered water. They need filtered water also. Already you are drinking toilet water. That is toilet water only. What is that? You put fruits or whatever it is, you make it to rot. It is a different variety of toilet water. You rot, and you get a 80 ml of toilet water and mix it with the filter water. Foolishness or what? Check the force of desire and anger. Krishna is saying second thing. Urge, control the urge. Urge is very difficult to control, my goodness. Many people have emotional urge for the film actors, right? That today that Annate or something has come. That what is that? Annate, Rajinikanth. Annate, something movie. That movie, I was going to city. People were just, two hands. They were beating the chest. I was thinking, what has happened? They didn't get a ticket. I thought it is crazy. You will get a ticket in the afternoon, evening. Shows will complete. Continue. Rajinikanth is there in the hospital. That man after doing, he's in the hospital. But these people are thinking, holding gun. Rajinikanth. Wow. But everyone are human beings. We are not at all understanding these personalities, and these personalities become worshipable because they are on in this 80 mm screen, right? So we need to control the urges. This urges is very, very, my goodness, very difficult to control. Urjna. So check the force of desire. Urge means force of desire only. Krishna is telling two ways. You get what I mean? In a way that he closes the deal. Anukulasya sankalpam, pratikulasya varjanaha. Do what is beneficial for you, what is easy for you to come near to me. That is the first, Krishna says. Second thing is, pratikulasya varjanaha. What is not beneficial for you, don't do it. If it is blocking you between me and you, don't do it. That is the second step. First step is do whatever is easy for you. Eating prasad, easy. Haribol. Okay, fine. That is the first step. Second step is we need to actually sacrifice. Without sacrifice, there is no Vaishnava jana to dene kahiye. So, Vaishnava jana to dene kahiye. If you are a devotee of Krishna, you only know to give. Krishna trained, devotees like that, gopis, they only knew to give, not to take. Gopas only knew to give, not to take. Sudha, Vidura, knew only to give, not to take. Bhishma knew only to give, not to take. Yudhishthira knew only to give, not to take. He gave his wife also. That is, don't try it out, huh? Next time when they called for that dice, Draupadi said, this time don't put me into the. So, Vaishnava jana to dene kahiye. The true attribute of a Vaishnava is he always thinking about giving, giving, giving to others. That's why Krishna, 12th chapter is only specifically Krishna has dedicated this chapter for giving. Krishna asked devotee, what you can give? First he says, I only need your time. Then devotees say time बहुत मेहनत से कमाया है टाइम कितना 50 साल है हमारे पास इतना काम है देने के लिए करने के लिए टाइम मत पूछो हमसे कुछ भी पूछो हम दे देंगे टाइम मत पूछो कृष्णा didn't ask for jewelries or whatever it is all those he never asked anything he asked time give me time your time is needed that is friendship friendship means what do you want I want your time. That is the friendship. So Krishna has time. If you cannot give time, work for me. If you cannot even work, think for me. Think about me. If you cannot think even, thinking bhi itna costly hai, then, do at least speak good about me. Yeah? So this is how Krishna spoke Bhakti Yoga in 12th chapter. So check the force of desire and anger before we leave. At least once Krishna is asking. If you do that, then he is well situated and he is happy in this world. You get what I mean? So this is the the essence of this verse, 23rd verse, 24th verse. Yo antas sukho antar aramas tatha jyotireva sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodi gacchati. One whose happiness is within, who is active, rejoices within, and whose aim is inward, is actually the perfect mystic. He is liberated in the Supreme and ultimately he attains the Supreme. You get what I mean? What Krishna is saying is everything is available within you only. You don't need to go Bahir Mukha, Antar Mukha. There are two varieties of people. Bahir Mukha is always, for happiness they want all the heroes, heroines, and everyone to play around 24 hours a day. I had a cousin who came and stayed in Pune with us. His weekend means from morning Kannada film starts, then he switches to Telugu, then he goes to Tamil. In the night, a little bit pleasant Hindi. Throughout the day, he used to watch films, all time films. There are so many youths like this. I'm not joking. My cousin, I got a rented place for him just few meters from our house. And I used to go in the morning to check what they're doing. And my cousin sister used to complain. This person spends all the time in the films. Wife also wants, there is a theory, experiment and conclusion, right? I don't know why these weird examples are coming today for me. Theory, experiment and conclusion. A film theory ho gaya. Experiment, show some love for me. You saw all the film. Theory ho gaya yaar. Thoda experiment conclusion karo. And if the boy is always in theory only, films, from morning to evening, wife will get a headache. No experiment and conclusion. What is the use? So, this guy used to be, and many are there. Many. I'm just giving example. Many people are hook on to TV, hook on to the laptop. Today, laptop is there or mobile. Today there are so many, the next generation, apps have come. What is that? You need to log into that app. It will give you the 24 hours films. Netflix, right? Yeah, Netflix. And when the Netflix came, all our IT entrepreneurs, wow, what an invention. What invention? Kya thagda invention hai, all this useless invention only. We are only destroying the minds of people. You get what I mean? So, this Netflix, all those things, money making, today all money making industries are only destroying us. They are not helping us. So, Krishna is saying, happiness is within. You don't need to go out. And who is active and rejoices within. And whose aim is inward. What is inward? Inward means I need to purify. You don't need to purify others. Right? You need to purify yourself. So, my friends say, you have a throat infection. That is all problem due to you are not taking the spirit. Take once. क्या जिंदगी जी रहे हो यार? एक बार ले लो ना, क्या होता है उसमें? देखो क्या होता है? You are not a man. Man means they infuriate, and you start feeling क्या जीवन है मेरा? Waste of life. Okay, let me take. So people, friend circle also, they try to humiliate you. ये vegetarian है यार. Veg means, a kind of person who doesn't take anything. Veg guy yaar, useless guy. So we need to actually see what kind of friend circle we need to live in. That is very, very important. We have a professor who was in one of the esteemed college in Mysore. He knows what his students used to do all the time, right? So, he is liberated in the Supreme and ultimately he attains the Supreme. See, when we have self-satisfaction, right? We don't need to look anywhere outside. Anywhere outside. When we have picture of Krishna, what is the use of picture of Kans and Kapoors and all? Useless pictures. Yeah? So he is the perfect mystic, Krishna says. Mystic is not someone who brings a ring, one ring, or a chain. He is not a mystic. A mystic is one who is self-satisfied. Very simple. Krishna's definitions are very, very simple if we understand a right perspective. Vidura was a mystic. Bhishma was a mystic. Sudama was a mystic because they knew how to be satisfied within themselves. You don't need anyone else for your satisfaction, right? That is very, very much important. 25th verse. Labante Brahma Nirvanam Rushaya Sheena Kalmasha Chinna Dvaida Yatatmanaha Sarvabhuta Hiterataha. Those who are beyond the duality that arise from doubts, whose minds are engaged within, who are always busy working for the welfare of all living beings, and who are free from all sins, achieve liberation in the Supreme. See how Krishna is very, very nicely explaining. Labante Brahma Nirvanam. Krishna guarantees everyone, you will get my abode. How? We will be able to come to his abode? Rishaya Sheena Kalmashaha. When we are able to purify ourselves. Sheena Kalmashaha, we discussed last time also. People don't even come to know that they need to purify. Purification for them means washing powder, nirma, washing powder, nirma. This is purification. Huh? So purification doesn't, they don't even understand what is purification means. If you say purification means, you need to actually come out of all kinds of dualities of this world. Oh, isko mental hospital leke jao. This kind of things have come because we are so degraded today. No spiritual education. Krishna is saying dualities that arise from doubt. Doubt means darkness. What is the darkness? Darkness means this world. Earth planet, if you take, Earth planet itself doesn't have light to produce. How many of you understand? Yes. Earth planet itself is dark. Earth planet requires an external agency to illuminate. If the external agency says, if the husband tells wife, Nikal ja yahan se, I don't want to see you. Just like that. If the external agency says, I'm not going to look at your face again. I'm not going to look at your face again. What is going to happen to the Earth planet? Absolutely useless. Earth planet becomes useless if the external energy support is not there. What is the external energy? Which is external energy? Sun. Without sun, Earth is useless. Moon gives taste, sun gives energy. You get what I mean? Today you are eating all nice prasad, palak. I don't want to say what the prasad is not been offered yet. The palak you are going to eat now, when you say yummy, palak, green comes from sun, taste comes from moon. If the moon is not there, palak will taste useless. So earth itself is useless because earth is a dark place. Because earth is a dark place, dark means what? Dark means doubt. Dark means fear. In the dark, if someone is going, for example, if Sarada madam, you tell that you go walking now, she had some friend who came along with her. So along with her, she will say, what? Tupperware, new model came. ತಗೋ ಈ ಟಪರ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಇದು ಫ್ರಿಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇದು ಏನ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಅವ್ರೊಬ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕ ಪಕ್ಕ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ರಾಮ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಿಯರ್ dark means doubt. What is doubt? Who is going to come? I have a gold. Who is going to come and pick? All wrong things only come to our mind. Darkness means doubt. Light means clarity. So Krishna is saying, those who are beyond the dualities that arise from doubts. Duality, wherever there is a duality, there is doubt. Earth has a duality. What is the duality? There is a light. When sun is there, light comes. When sun goes, darkness. Duality. You are getting at the higher aspects of duality, I am saying. When Earth planet itself has a duality, darkness and light, suffering and happiness is normal. Right? Health and misery is normal. Health and disease is a duality. Everyone goes through. So Krishna is saying those who are beyond the dualities, raat aata hai, someone gets very, very stressful when the light goes off. When the movie is on, the light goes off, everyone starts, 40,000 volts, and starts shouting, right? So, no one likes darkness. But if a devotee has a darkness, fine, low harmonium, baja lo Krishna ka bhajan, aaram se raho. You get what I mean? So those minds are engaged within. For that you need to be engaged within. Today I had gone, my brother had asked some work in some government office. Government office means he said, 5 minutes mein ho jayega work. And went to the market and got flowers and went to the government, and there is a long queue. And room number 1, they will say room number 2. Room number 2, they will say room number 3. room number 4, second floor, third floor, go and meet some KS officer, come back. This was going on, and he was getting frustrated, my brother. He then shouted, and I was just chanting, holding bead bag and chanting, okay, fine, go. And there was a typewriter typing, and she typed something wrong. He shouted to them, I tell you what to type it. And she closed her ears. See, actually, normal, hold the bead bag, everything will be normal. Thoda wait, hold the bead bag. I went to the post office just for a few days back. Long queue, 4 hours wait. Not 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. My NSC was matured. I need to take that NSC. Went 4 hours, holding bead bag, chant. Nothing. You see, when we are inward, all these calamities cannot do. So, who are always busy working for the welfare of all beings and who are free from all sins achieve liberation in the Supreme. When we are happy within, all kind of different, whatever happens around us, we will not get too much stressed about it. This is the world. Reality of this world is like that. Yeah. Kama krodha vimuktanam yatinam yata chetasam abhito brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam. Translation: those who are free from anger and all material desires, who are self-realized, self-disciplined, and constantly endeavoring for perfection, are assured of liberation in the Supreme in the very near future. Krishna is telling, how can someone actually come back to me? Many people are there who don't want Krishna, so that is the secondary. I don't want to dwell into that. Krishna is telling, who can come back to me? Who can come back? Who are free from anger and all material desire. See, I don't have to tell what is material desire means. Once you go out, desires keep coming. You look at the billboard, left, right, all desires keep coming. Many husbands are fearful of taking wife to the Devaraj Aras road. Because billboard left, billboard right. All kind of diamonds, dresses, See today, what a dress our Srinivas Prabhu is wearing. Vishnu Srinivas Prabhu are chamak. As soon as this kind of dress someone sees, Mahendra Prabhu wife will say, where is Lakshmi Mataji? See what kind of dress they are wearing. See what kind of dress. Already, oh Mahendra Prabhu, your dress. What is this dress, Prabhu? Saffron. And wife will start complaining. You are wearing saffron. See, chamak, share it. So, desires just come by hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, all kinds of desires. I will tell you one thing. I had called one family for dinner one day. They both are doctors. This is around 21 years back story. Both were doctors. They had come to our place. I had made Haglkai Gojju. Haglkai Gojju. Brahmanara Preeti Purvakavada Ahara. Haglkai Gojju. Haglkai Gojju andre. I had made Haglkai Gojju, dal, rice, papad, bonda, everything. He came, both are doctors, he came. He started having Haglkai Gojju and rice. Immediately he looked at his wife. And he was looked at his wife again. And he said, ಏನೇ ನೀನು ಒಂದಿನೂ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗಲಕಾಯಿ ಗೊಜ್ಜನ್ನ ಅವಳು ಚುಚ್ಚುತ್ತಾಳೆ ಸುಮ್ನಿರ್ರಿ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್ ಫ್ರಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿಗೆ ಹಾಗಲಕಾಯಿ ಗೊಜ್ಜು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಫ್ರಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದೀನಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ಎರಡೂ ಇದೆ ಡ್ಯುಯಾಲಿಟಿ So the wife was saying, what are you telling? Keep quiet, eat. So, constantly endeavoring for perfection or assured of liberation in the supreme in the very near future. So, material desires, looking at it, everything just comes in. If you're self-realized, self-satisfied, doesn't matter. For example, how many of you watch cricket? How many of you don't watch cricket? Yeah. If the Tendulkar comes in, those don't watch cricket. Who cares? You get what I mean? Who cares Tendulkar came and went? But those who watch cricket, if the Tendulkar is entering, Sarvadharman Parityajya, Mamekam Charanam Braja, Aham Tum Sarva Papebhyo, Moksha Ishyami Masucha. Go hug, embrace. Tears roll down. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt when he saw Krishna in Jagannath Puri. His body started melting. He put prostrated obeisances and the rock melted and it went down. And there's the body impression today also. But it happens to us not seeing Krishna. If we see Krishna, itna jaldi kyun aaya yaar? But it happens to, if we see, Aishwarya Rai, or Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Tendulkar, Dhoni, it happened. Ultimate realization. Yeah? So if you are self-realized, what is mean self-realized? If you have not watched cricket, you don't know who is Tendulkar. You are satisfied with him. If Tendulkar comes, Dhoni comes, whoever comes, yaar, who the hell, So, more you know about the outside, more is the attachment for it leads to frustration. Dhoni actually got run out in the World Cup last time. And people committed suicide. How can Dhoni run out? Zindagi mein nahi suna hai Dhoni run out hone. How can he run out? He was also crying. People also started crying. So this kind of emotion burst is only going to give suffering. Self-disciplined. Krishna is saying, devotee needs to be self-disciplined. Intensity hona chahiye जीवन में. Intensity. You need to have intensity. Intensity nahi hai. Krishna devotee means intensity. Anytime you should be ready. You should be ready to go and cook. You should be ready to do anything for Krishna. That is, Vaishnava Janato dene ka hi hai. Without intensity, spiritual. Spiritual means take rest. Aram se yaar, chinta mat karo, aram se raho. This is not spiritual life. Krishna is, triggering Arjuna to fight. That is spiritual life. We need to actually stand up, create an intensity within ourselves. For example, last time Sheetal, where is Sheetal? Yeah, she was there. She was saying, I did my bachelor's and postgraduate in computer science, but after that my husband said, kitchen. So I have been in kitchen and with kids, kitchen and kids both. Now I need to actually come and start working. I said, if you think about start working, I will tell you in 1 month, you will be able to work. But you need to plan. Planning means intensity. You get what I mean? I'm not saying that intensity of Nityananda. Don't get into that confusion. So intensity, you need to have intensity. What is intensity means? Planning. Krishna devotee also plans. Today, I had to come to temple. I need to ensure that I plan everything in such a way that after 7, no problems are there. Many people keep giving reasons. I'm not able to come because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. घर में प्रॉब्लम है, ऑफिस में प्रॉब्लम है, यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम है, वहाँ पे. What you are coming at 7 o'clock. Gopis used to go and meet Krishna in the midnight at 12:30 in the night. You get what I mean? How much gopis should plan themselves? How much gopals need to plan themselves to meet Krishna? It is not easy. Just hearing flute in the forest. Gopis go and sit and see Krishna's face and hear flute. For that, so much planning they need to do with their husbands, ensure. Husbands that time also had complaints when Krishna was also there. So we need to understand, we need to plan. Devotion means planning. Without planning, nothing happens, my friends. Don't think you are coming today, that means that you are coming for a retirement. Krishna consciousness is not for retirement. Krishna consciousness is for awakening. We need to be ready and wake up and do it. I said last week I'm going to stop cooking. And today I was relaxing. I thought Ramesh Prabhu is going to bring some cook. Ramesh Prabhu came empty-handed. I didn't even had lunch. 3:30 Ramesh Prabhu came. Prabhu, I'm here. I said, where's the cook? No cook, Prabhu. So I left cooking. I didn't even have lunch. I said, okay, let's go and cook. I came 6 o'clock and had my lunch. You should be ready. Without ready, don't even tell you are a Krishna devotee. Krishna devotee is not, just for Ras Leela. Please. Nothing, Ras Leela is nothing related to Krishna. We are not at all understanding Krishna's universal Leela and we are coming to Ras Leela. That is the biggest problem. Krishna doesn't mean butter, stealing butter and, playing with gopis and Yashoda. That is not Krishna. That is Krishna. But you need to understand that Krishna. You need to wake up and become punctual, have determination, have enthusiasm that I want to achieve something in this world. Without that, really you cannot ever become Krishna's devotee. Bahunam janmanam ante gnanavan ma prapadyate. Every devotee of Krishna attribute means enthusiasm, burning enthusiasm. Yeah, that is the attribute of devotees of Krishna. Yeah. So 27th and 28th verse, Sparshan krutva bahirbams bahyams chakshush chaivantare bruvo pranapano samo krutva nasabhyantaracharino yatendriya manobuddhir munirmoksha parayanah vigatecha payakrodo yasada muktayevasa. Krishna is giving one couple of verses for those who are into yoga, meditation. So very less verses in Bhagavad Gita are there for accommodating those varieties of people also. But for them also, Krishna is telling how you need to live this world. Putting out all the external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breaths. Please listen and understand whether you will be able to do it. Shutting out all external sense objects. When we are living this world, bibi bhi aati hai, all wife will also come, children will also come, all, when we are living this body, millions of desires come and hit us. This is the reality of this world. But Krishna is saying, shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breath within the nostril, and thus controlling the mind, senses, and intelligence. The transcendentalist aiming at liberation becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. Krishna is also giving another mechanical process. If one wants to try forever, they can try forever, holding vision in the eyebrows. How many can hold? When you try to, when the eyebrows also, all side angle vision only comes. You get what I mean? I don't have to explain. Akash Prabhu knows. He comes from his youthhood in student in an engineering college. What is side angle vision? I don't want to explain that. So holding between eyebrows and suspending the inward and outward. Many people don't know they are breathing at all. When you don't know that you are breathing, suspending the inward and outward breaths within the nostril. Another point to note. Thus controlling the mind, senses and intelligence. Then transcendentalists also try to liberate themselves doing this kind of activities. Krishna is telling. And there are many processes in many schools today which are only saying breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Nothing else. Take breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe. Nothing. Oh, and they also do this breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Looking at the film, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. They don't. Those kind of yogi teachers don't say that you should not look at anyone and do the breathe in, breathe out. They don't say you can do anything, but you just come to my class, give $200 dakshina, do breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. That is required. I will tell you that I'm not saying that is not the goal of life. Definitely that has a health perspective. It will definitely help us to control and become healthy, control our body, and all those things. Yoga has its perspective, definitely. But as Narada Muni says, yoga of breathing control is meant to finally serve Krishna. If you are not at all doing that, Yamadibir, Yoga Patte, Kama Loba Hatamoho, Mukunda Sevayadvat. Narada Muni tells you wrote all this Yoga Tantra, all those things. Controlling body, yes, yoga helps. But Mukunda Sevayadvat, if you do not even use that body, the yogic body, for serving Krishna, and use this yogic body for drinking beer and mixing with girls and enjoying, ojas, creating ojas for enjoyment. What is the use of that yoga? Narada Muni is telling Vasudev in the scriptures, we need to understand. So that's why Prabhupada tells here, a Krishna conscious person, however, being always engaged in the devotional service, does not risk losing his senses to some other engagement. I haven't seen any Ramanujacharya doing breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. They only did it breathe in, breathe out because they followed the instruction of their spiritual master. They went to the well, they carried the bowl of water every day to feed the feet of Ranganatha. Ramanuja did all kinds of services. That itself is breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Every day you are doing, but Krishna is there. But if you don't want to do specially breathe in, breathe out in AC room in front of the breathe in, breathe out master, do it, but then use it for serving Krishna. Yeah, very clear, right? So I don't have to. So Krishna, Prabhupada is saying, does not risk losing his senses to some other engagement. This is a better way of controlling senses than by Ashtanga Yoga. Yeah. So this is the final verse where it connects to our today's Govardhana Leela. I am going to very summarily, 2 minutes I am going to speak. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram sahridam sarvabhutanam natva mam shanti rachati. 5th chapter, final verse, Krishna is saying how to get peace. Everyone are after peace, right? Everyone wants peace. I am not saying green peace. Peace. Who don't want peace? Everyone wants peace. Krishna is telling 3-piece formula for peace. What is 3-piece formula? First piece is Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam. We need to understand we are not the enjoyer. God. Every day we think that we are the enjoyer. So, Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam. And Bhoktaram, Krishna is the Bhoktara. Bhoga. Bhoga means to offer. Bhoktaram means one who enjoys. Krishna is the enjoyer. Yagnatapasam. Yagnatapasam means all kinds of sweating you do at your work. You don't need to do Yagnatapasam more than. Tapasa means going to your work itself is tapasa. Whatever work you do, who is the enjoyer? Rashaka, who is the enjoyer of your work at office? You will say Kshetra Mataji, right? My kids. So you need to replace with Krishna. Then only you will be happy. Now Kshetra Mataji say, Re, yenri idu kelak bandvi. Nadire, manage hoana. So, Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam, all our work we do, coding, Java, machine learning, then Perl, Python, all kinds, React JS, Angular JS, lawyer, doctor, all kinds of work we do. Enjoyer is Krishna, not you or your wife. Then this is the first step to become peaceful. You get what I mean? Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Second piece for peace is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the proprietor of everything. What a, once we understand I'm not the controller, then we understand, we can't control at home itself. We understand, घर में नहीं होता है यार. Husband doesn't listen, wife doesn't listen. क्या जा रहे हो 16,800 wives to control करने के लिए? Krishna only can do that. One wife we can't control, one husband we can't control. Right? So 16,108. Those who were fearful that who is going to take care of us? Krishna said, I will take care of you. Because they were all those times. If you are stolen and imprisoned in a king's place, king need to take care of them. No one will marry them. They were fearful. Who will marry us? I will give you the status. I will marry all of you. That is Krishna. Who will say this today world? They will say, okay, दांत दिखाओ. 32 है क्या? Breathe in, breathe out करो. No smell is coming. All this and go. Which is the vaccination you have taken? I have taken Covaxin. COVID. What is the another vaccination, bro? Covishield. गया. मंगली ठीक नहीं है. जाओ. Krishna didn't look anything. Doesn't matter you have dant or no dant. Krishna said, I am marrying all of you. I am giving you the status. That is Krishna. He only can heal. One who can lift 16,108 wives. Can't he lift the Govardhan hill? Easy. That itself is solved. So no doubt, right? Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Sahridam Sarvabhutanam. One who is a well-wisher of everyone. When we understand Krishna has a plan for me, how much we become relieved. If we don't understand Krishna doesn't have many people don't even think Krishna has a plan for me. Everyone thinks, I only need to create a plan. I only need to finalize my plan. No one is going to take care of me. Once you understand Krishna has a plan for me, because Sahridam Sarvabhutanam, he is a well-wisher of all. This is the 3-piece formula. 3-piece piece. Yeah? Gnatva mam shantirachati. If you understand me as I am the enjoyer, I am the controller of all the 3 worlds, I am the well-wisher of you. Once you understand Krishna is the well-wisher of me, Gnatva mam shantirachati. Indra was there. Indra was watching Krishna doing all kinds of activities. Indra said, who is this guy? He said, everyone were getting attracted in the heavenly planet also seeing Krishna's pastime. And Indra was getting, frustrated. You get what I mean? Someone already there in the heavenly planets, all, damsels are not pleasing Indra and they are trying to look, they are attracted seeing Krishna. Obviously, Indra is not going to be happy, right? If you go to a party and the husband starts looking at someone, wife is going to just give like this. You get what I mean? Bite, instant bite. It's actually painful than penicillin. I have not experienced that. So don't even start putting I have only seen her. I saw many, 2-3 girls more before with the objective of getting married. So after that, I have been, because once you get attracted, busy in Krishna consciousness, devotees I get attracted. I embrace them. I'm a very expressive person. Very, very expressive person because very emotional too. With only devotees. I have constrained today in my life only devotees. Beyond that, I just say Haribol. So Indra was getting, all his damsels are getting attracted to Krishna. मैं दे रहा हूँ सबको, I am giving you all, everything, every enjoyment you want to do in this world, I am giving you. And Krishna, what is this boy? He is living in a place where I am showering all the mercy. I am giving rain because only grain is coming. I am only taking care of fire. I am only taking all the ingredients for the earth planet. I am only supplying. You damsels, you are looking at him who is actually, he is growing up under my mercy. Who are you? And that because of that fear, entire world was worshipping Indra. Today also they worship Indra because they want all the facilities to come. Because all the grocery needs, before coming to More or Big Bazaar, it comes from Indra. So people worship. So Krishna's father was also planning to worship during that spring, that when actually new crops come. The rainy season finishes. After the rainy season, new crops come, right? So once a new crop comes, they were worshipping. And Krishna's father was a Vaishya. Vaishya is taking care of cows. Milk, for milk, grass has to be there. Cows only, sustain on grass. For grass, rain has to come. Everything is dependent on Indra, and he was actually getting ready for big festival for Indra. Krishna, being in the heart of everyone, could understand what is happening in Indra's mind also. Sometimes we start thinking, Krishna nahi dekh raha, Krishna ko, we are nothing actually. He has Indra to manage, Brahma to manage, big demigods to manage, and we are saying, who is God? Where is he? He is not coming and taking care of my need. God is not there. Understand, he is taking care of big people he need to manage. So Krishna was managing Indra. Krishna understood Indra has a problem. Pride. The pride is coming. And Krishna, logically defeated his own father. He asked, Father, why are you arranging these festivals? Okay, we are doing all these things. Who is the beneficiary of all these things? The father said, Indra. Why you need to give to Indra? You are a Vaishya, businessman. Akash Prabhu is a businessman. Although he is born in a Brahmana family, but he is a merchant class. You are a businessman, Prabhu, pakka businessman, don't worry. So, he said, businessman needs to know from where supply chain management happens. Who gives? Who gives all the necessities? Who gives all the necessities? All necessities are coming from the nature. Nature is managing. They are our mountains. Mountains bring rain. Get what I mean? So Krishna used all the logic to defeat Nand Maharaj, and Nand Maharaj, he said, don't worship Indra, worship the Govardhan hill. From Govardhan hill only we are getting rain and everything, and the farmland and all kinds of very, very delicious vegetables are coming from Govardhan. Not from anyone. Let us worship the cows. Cows are the sustenance for us. We need to worship the cows. We need to worship the Brahmanas because they are giving the knowledge. So ultimately, he made Nanda Maharaj to worship Brahmanas, cows, and the Govardhan hill. So Nanda Maharaj got defeated. He said, okay. He went and he started, and Indra became furious. Already his wives are gone. They are attracted to Krishna. Now, all, inhabitants in this earthly planet also who are getting all, the basic demands from Indra. If the sun, if Rudransh says, Akash, hey, go away. Then Akash Prabhu will say, Chotu, kya hai yaar? Chaddi utar dunga tumko, Actually, I am only giving you everything, and you come and stand and stare at me. That's what Indra did. Indra stared at everyone. Who the hell, all of you? I will take a revenge. And incessant rain, he started pouring in. And Krishna started smiling. Okay, now is the time for me to take care of everyone because I only put them into danger. Let me go, lift the Govardhan hill, everyone come and take shelter. And Indra then understood he is none other than Uppar ka bhi mere ko boss hai, wo boss ye hai. He understood. And till that time he was thinking he has no boss. In work also it happens. For example, Prasanna Prabhu is, hey, ಏನ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನ್ರ ಎಲ್ರು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿತೇನ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬಾಸಿಂಗ್, ಹಿಸ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ಸರ್. You get what I mean? So we always want to be boss, right? Indra also wanted to be boss. His boss came, then he started sweating everywhere. Then how to please now Krishna? Krishna is already angry. The only way to please Krishna is surrender. And Krishna doesn't like me. Who wants to see the face of Indra? So better I'll take a Kamadhenu cow. So Indra came along with a beautiful Kamadhenu cow, Surabhi. And Krishna looking at Surabhi, flat, and he actually embraced Indra. And Indra got the education through the Govardhana Lila. What is the education? Doesn't matter what kind of the assets we have in our life, we need to be humble on ground. Because no one in this world are independent. We are all dependent enjoyers. We are not independent enjoyers. Who is independent enjoyer? Only Krishna. We are all dependent enjoyers. You just analyze yourself. We are all dependent enjoyers. We enjoy because we are dependent on someone to provide us. Our enjoyment source is someone. You get what I mean? So Indra understood he is the independent enjoyer, and that is the pastime of Govardhana Lila. Hare Krishna.